It can be really fun to feed the birds in your backyard, but sometimes they make a bit of a mess. They can toss seeds around and then the bottom of your bird feeder is growing little plants from it. It's kind of just a mound of seed and shells. So we're going to talk about how to prevent and stop the mess under your bird feeder. So there are a number of different things that you can do to prevent this, but these are my top 5 ones that you can try out. So let's start off with number 1. We have using no waste seed. So some of the seed mixes that you get that are kind of on the cheaper end, they will actually have a lot of things in there that most of the species aren't necessarily interested in eating. So they'll actually just get pushed off to the side and then end up on the ground. And a lot of them also have shells. So the shells will end up on the ground even if the birds are eating the seed. So a lot of that contributes to waste underneath your bird feeder. So buying higher quality seed mixes that are considered no waste can actually help prevent that buildup of stuff underneath your bird feeder. So one company that is a no-waste seed company is Wild Delight, and this is their deck, porch, and patio mix. And no-waste seed is normally a little bit more expensive, but that's because you're eliminating a lot of those filler seeds. So this is gonna give you more of just what you want and what the birds wanna eat. And the more that they eat, the less is gonna end up on the ground. So you may be paying a little bit more, but you're getting the good stuff and it's getting used up. And this is also unshelled. So it just has sunflower kernels, peanuts, pistachios, and hulled pumpkin, and I think they have some vitamins in here as well. So getting no waste seed can help prevent a lot of that unneeded buildup of stuff underneath your bird feeder, and the birds are also getting more of what they want with less of those filler seeds. One that I commonly hear about is milo, white millet. Those are things that maybe doves eat, but not a lot of your other species are. So a mix like this is gonna target most of the birds that people love in their backyard: the cardinals, chickadees, blue jays, all of that good stuff, goldfinches, and you can kind of put this in any kind of feeder you want. So no waste seed, good way to prevent that waste on the ground. Number 2, we have using a seed catcher. So basically this is just taking any seed that would go on the ground and trying to catch it in something. So if you have a pole and then your bird feeder set up, it's putting kind of like a ring or a platform around it. So if birds are pushing that seed out, then it's gonna land on your platform and other birds can go there and feed there, or you can just put it back into your feeder when it's done. So essentially it's just catching everything that would end up on the ground and putting it in kind of a secondary feeder. So it's like a platform underneath your feeder. And I've seen some people just put like a garbage can underneath their feeder, and I'm not super crazy about that because I feel like mammals could get in and not be able to get out. So it's good to have something to catch the seed. Also, if you have a garbage can, it's gonna kill the grass underneath the feeder if you have grass there. So you can use the seed catcher to catch seeds, prevent it from going on the ground. Number 3, we have squirrel proofing. So a lot of the times when seeds are getting pushed around, it can be the birds, but it can also be the squirrels and the mammals. So if they get in there, they like to push stuff all over the place. They make different squirrel-proof products. They even have a squirrel-proof suet feeder. So you can get a lot of different products that are made to prevent squirrels, but you can also do other things such as putting up a squirrel baffle. I have a whole video on this, but essentially if you have a pole, it's just something that goes around it. So it's hard for the squirrels to get over it and actually get to the feeder. So putting up a squirrel baffle is a really good way to prevent them from getting in there and throwing your seed all over the place. So that's a good option. You can buy squirrel-proof stuff, set up a squirrel baffle, or do some other squirrel and mammal proofing to prevent your seed from going all over. Number 4, we have changing your feeder type. So if you have an open platform feeder where it's just like a flat thing, it's really easy for them to shove the seed off to the side. If you have a platform feeder with edges that can help keep the seed in there, you could try switching to tube feeders where it's more precise. Birds are sticking their beak in there. It's not as easy to throw stuff around. Putting out suet, trying mealworms, other types of food. So changing your feeder type and your overall plan for bird feeding can also prevent waste. So if you decide that you don't want and don't like a lot of those seeds on the ground, you can change to something a little more precise for specific types of birds. For example, feeding thistle in tube feeders is great for finches, but some other species won't actually go on there and eat. So you can be a little more specialized if you want to target specific birds, and then you don't have all of the general seed waste going on. And then finally we have number 5, which is cleaning it up. So this is kind of an after some mess is already created, but you can rake it, you can shovel it from underneath your feeder so it doesn't build up to be as much of a mess. If you're consistently cleaning it, it won't turn into that massive problem where there's just so much going on and it's overwhelming. So if you have a routine where you're cleaning up the seed underneath your feeder, that can help make it less overwhelming and less of a mess in the long term. So additionally, sometimes people just like having the mess under their feeder. They like having the squirrels and the chipmunks come. Other birds can feed on the ground, but if you want to keep your yard nice and tidy, these are 5 good things you can try to eliminate the mess from your bird feeder. I'll put links in the description to some of the products we mentioned so that you can check them out. And let me know if you have any other tips in the comments below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Badgerland Birding.